All right, we're recording. We're recording. So welcome back, everyone. So I guess you all got something out of the first week well enough to come for the second. It's excellent. And so I just want to hear from you as we're starting. How did the first week go? Did if anyone practiced or had a chevruta or anything like that?
We did. We did.
We'd love to hear about it. So speak up.
I have never studied with anyone before. It was fun. And Norm better say it was fun or he's in trouble. The three of us had a good time.
Teresa,
I had to do my homework,
Teresa, Ruthie, and I had a Zoom study session for Tuesday morning. And I think it went very well. We went to the end of the chapter 1, and we all recited the different words. We talked, showed each other how we wrote the script or the block. I think the three of us got a lot out of it. I'm a little bit disappointed Teresa's not on with us, but maybe she'll join us in a few minutes. She was a very avid learner.
Excellent.
Yes. We didn't intimidate her. I thought we might, but we didn't.
So I studied with Diana, who's lovely, by the way. And we also chatted about her life, which was interesting.
That, by the way, is one of the best parts of chevruta. That it's not just the learning. You do the learning, but you also get to know the person.
So I might say that I think she knows 3 languages. She's way more. I mean, I'm struggling, but getting it slowly. She was like right on top of it. So, I felt a little bit inferior, but she was very patient with me. So,
that's great.
And I studied with Carol. I just actually sent her a note because I don't know why she's not here now, but we had a lot of fun. We talked a lot and we studied some. There she is.
Here's Carol.
Hi, I just found the ID. I didn't see it, so I was looking for. I was trying last week.
We were all talking about you behind your back, Carol.
Was it good? Was it good stuff?
It was
good.
It was good stuff. Annie was saying that it was nice to study with you.
Oh, it was wonderful. Absolutely. It's always nice to have and to make a new friend. So absolutely, and it's a help. So it's wonderful. And I thank you for doing this class. I think it's fantastic for you to give up your time for us.
Well, this is my job.
Well,
and thanks for saying so, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Something very helpful in this, and that was learning the difference between the Ashkenaz and the Sephardic and what the rules were. Because it was ambiguous for a long time. And I was hearing different pronunciations by people of different age groups. I learned it a different way. If you have 2 letters that have 2 sounds each, but then there are 4 sounds each because the different systems, you get Fazet and cup.
Absolutely. That is an important thing because we still, while we're a Sephardic Hebrew shul, we still use plenty of the Ashkenazic words, and we hear them all the time. And so it's great to just know what the situation is.
And I practiced, excuse me, go ahead. I practiced every day. I'm not finding it easy, but I'm working at it, and my study partner is learning new things about him after 50 years. And
can you let us know the details?
I'll put it in my memoirs.
Natalie, did you ever learn Hebrew when you were young?
I was bat mitzvahed a long time ago, but if I remember correctly, I didn't learn all the letters. I think we were just taught the prayers that we were going to do for the service. So my answer is no, I really didn't learn it before.
Yeah. The temple I belong to, I'm from West Hartford, Connecticut. They didn't teach girls Hebrew at all. It was just the boys. that learned Hebrew and were bar mitzvah. So no, I never had the education until, a number of years ago.
Mhm.
It's
And sometimes it's the second or third time that's the charm, you know?
hopefully.
Like
Oh, I hope it's not the
I had
third
to
time.
relearn all this as an adult as well, because you don't use it, you lose it.
That's exactly right. That's why you have to go to temple services on Friday nights to use this.
Yeah, that
To be honest.
practicing this during the week also is good. So
Right,
let's
exactly.
dive into the class.
Okay,
Um,
let's dive.
So review of what we've done is sort of built into what we're doing. Um, does anybody have any questions about what we learned last week?
I have one.
Yes.
So when you have, I wish I could figure out a word right now, but I can't, to ask you the example for it. But when you have words with consonants and vowels, and then the last letter is has no, is it a consonant at the bottom thing or the vowel at the bottom?
So the things on the bottom are vowels.
Okay, so there's the last letter has no vowel.
Right.
Is this the letter? So let's say if it were bet, is it just B?
Yeah, it's just B. So,
Okay.
so for example, like let's say you were writing the name Bob in Hebrew.
Right.
We could write the name Bob in Hebrew. You write a bet, you write the line under the first one, and then another bet. Is that an example of what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Yes.
Bob,
Yes.
right?
Right. Okay.
Any other questions?
I don't know enough to ask the question.
Is it necessary to practice the writing also?
I would say the writing could be helpful. Oops, sorry. Just put my phone on silent. The writing could be helpful. It's optional, I would say, if you think it will help you. You have time to do it. The reading is way more important than the writing. But the writing could really be another way of having it enter your long-term memory.
Well, I really didn't have anyone to practice with, so I practiced by myself.
Oh.
That's good. We could probably fix that if you want.
Yeah, I can switch groups. Sorry, Norm.
Oh, there we go. Done.
I really didn't know anyone well enough to get in touch with them to practice with anyone, so I just practiced myself.
Rona,
Want to use me?
Rona, we have 3 people in our group, so I'll trade you Ruthie for next year's draft pick.
Got the prize.
Ronan and Ruthie, I love that.
He wants to get rid of me, but that's okay. I want Rona.
Excellent, excellent. Hi, Denise.
Ball game.
We were just
Rona.
talking about how the last week went of Hebrew, and if anyone had any questions, and if people feel secure in what they learned this week. So if you want to join in, go ahead.
I don't have any questions right now.
Great. So review is going to sort of be built into what we're doing. As we learn new letters, we're going to be combining them with the letters that we've previously learned. So review is happening naturally that way. So without any further ado, let's talk about the new letters that we're learning this week. So I'm going to mute us now, and I'm going to share my screen so we can look at it.
Okay, thank you.
So this letter is called Lamed. You might know the Lamed. Lamed goes up higher than any other letter. This part here is sort of towering above the other letters. And if you want a silly way to remember, silly ways are often very helpful. That maybe this long neck and the head on it look like a llama. You know, llamas have a long neck and a head on top of the neck sticking out like that. But the word lamed, that the letter is named after, is from the root limud, lamad, which means to learn. Also an L word, an L sound in English. So take a look at this letter, take in the way it looks as I'm reading to you a little mystical meditation on this letter. In the medieval mystical text known as the Letters of Rabbi Akiva, one of our greatest rabbis, the full spelling of the letter Lamed comprises the phrase, a heart that understands knowledge. Because the word for heart, lev, also starts with Lamed. The sages have long associated the tallest of the Hebrew letters, which literally means both learning and teaching. The same root comprises both learning and teaching in Hebrew. And they consider both good learning and good teaching as something that comes from the lev, the heart. So to achieve greater learning from the heart, you could meditate on the letter Lamed. As our sages have affirmed, it stands as a tower soaring in the air. That's Lamed. The next letter that we're going to learn is Mem. Mem makes the sound mm. So you could repeat after me that sound mm. So Mem, as you can see, it looks sort of like a curve with a doohickey that's open at the bottom. And Mem is the first letter and also the last letter in the Hebrew word mayim, which means water. Mayim, water. You don't have to remember these words. But water is a very holy spiritual thing. For our sages, they viewed Torah as like a vast sea, the sea of Torah, because there is a surface to it that you can see easily, and untold wisdom and unknown surprises under the surface of the mayim, of the water. In Kabbalistic Jewish mysticism viewpoint, we have deep regions of intuitive wisdom seldom acknowledged in civilization today. As the Zohar, one of the primary mystical texts, poetically advises, just as the celestial stream flows on forever without ceasing, so must one see that his own river and spring shall not cease in the world. To fully experience the spiritual depths of Torah, of your own being, you can meditate on this letter Mem. And when I had told you just a moment ago that the word mayim, water, begins and ends with the letter Mem, Mem is one of the double letters in Hebrew where there's a special form of it for the end. When it appears, here's the regular Mem that we've been looking at. When it appears at the end of a word, the second M sound in mayim, closing it, it looks like this. So you can see this little gap here is closed, and we have a flat bottom. And it's gotten a little bit more squared off. This doohickey has evolved into a smaller doohickey that's a little bit more squared off. So we have regular Mem and final Mem. You never see this regular one at the end of a word. Whenever you have the sound at the end of the word, you have this one. And you never see this final Mem other than at the end of the word. So I'll stop share now. Feel free to unmute yourselves now. Any questions about those letters? About the concept of the final letter?
David, could you just say how you say mem? Is it just,
The sound?
yeah.
It's exactly the same as the English letter M.
Okay, so it's just M. Okay. Like mom, just the beginning of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the formal one is always in the middle or front of a word, and the final one is always at the end.
Yeah, it only is used when it's the last letter of a word.
Okay.
All right. All right, so let's take a look at it in the book on page 12. All right, so you can see, like, in the table in the middle of the page, you've got our three new letters,
Oh, okay.
or our two-ish new letters. You got our lamed, L as in lake, mem, M as in mom, mem, sofit. You don't have to worry about the sofit. That just means ending. So final mem, we call it in English. Also M as in mom. So who could answer me? When we read Hebrew, is it left to right or right to left?
Right to left.
Right to left. And you can see there's this book always gives you a little reminder at the bottom of page 15 for the reading practice. There's a little arrow. That's to remind you that it's right to left. So let's together go through that line A of the reading practice. All right. So no vowels, just the consonant sound. So the first one, second, third, fourth, b.
La.
Sh. Mm. La.
La.
And all right, let's go to the top of the next page.
The same, almost.
And so I have an idea that I want to see if anyone objects to this. And this idea is that there's no way to go around a circle in Zoom because all of us have the thumbnails arranged differently. So there's no way to know who's next. So how about I put you on the spot, call out your name, and you either read the word or say pass. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right. Okay, so we're at line B, right at the top of page 13. First one, first sound. How about Norm?
La la ma ma ta ta sha sha ba ba.
My goodness.
Oh my goodness, that's
Wow,
so
Norm, slow
intimidating.
down.
No, I was doing that as a joke. I had a feeling he was going to call on me because
I really just wanted you to do the first one.
la.
But let's skip, since you did that one, let's all right, so let's continue with that one. All right, so the next one, Rona.
The whole line or just the
No,
first
no,
line?
just line B, the second one.
La.
La.
Oh.
All right. Third one, line B. Becky.
Ma.
Fourth one, line B. Steve.
Ma.
Fifth one, line B. Annie.
Is that tough?
Ah,
Good. Sixth one, line B. Denise.
Ta.
Seventh one, line B. Beth.
Ah.
Good. Next one, line B. Natalie.
Sha.
Oh, we'd already done.
Next one, second to last one, line B, Mike.
Ah.
Last one, line B, Ruthie.
Uh,
All right, line C, Carol. First one.
Do we lose
See
Carol?
where we are, Carol?
She's muted.
Oh, pushes.
You're muted, Carol.
Oh, Carol, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Ma, right?
Unmute yourself.
Ma.
there we go.
Yeah.
Can she?
Dynamite.
Can you unmute yourself, Carol?
I'm sorry. Okay, I
Did it,
apologize.
did it. Good job.
Ma,
Ma, good.
Ma.
All right, second
Sorry.
one, line C, Norm.
Sha.
Third one, line C, Rona.
La.
Next one, fourth one, line C, Becky.
Ma.
Fifth one, line C, Annie. Sixth one, line C, Denise.
Ma.
Ma, good. You weren't here when were you here when
This.
oh, you were, okay. Beth, seventh one, line C,
Ah.
good. Natalie,
La.
next one. Mike,
Sha.
No.
Ruthie.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong place then. He said Shah,
Yeah, that was right.
and then it would be La.
Yeah.
That's right.
Carol, last one.
Ma.
Excellent. All right, so now let's go into two letters.
Mm.
So these all have the mem suffix in line D, you see, right?
Yep.
Good. So let's go in a different order now. Let's start with Natalie, line D, first one.
Bomb.
Excellent. Mike,
Sham. Oh, no, it's
You're right.
that is right.
Great. Yeah.
Ruth,
Lam.
Carol,
Tom.
No,
Beth,
that's not bomb.
Sorry.
it's the fifth one on line D.
Bomb.
Mom.
Excellent. Denise, six.
Mom.
Nice. Annie, say it again. I couldn't hear it.
She was right.
Mom.
Good. Becky?
Mom.
All right, excellent. So now we're going to mix up that mem suffix, the final mem, with other ending letters. So these are all, look, lines E and F are all kind of the example that Beth brought up earlier, right? Two consonants, one vowel,
Oh, no.
right?
Yeah.
So, Rona, why don't you take the first one on line E?
Bow.
Good. Second one, line E, Norm?
Mao.
Good. Third one, Mike?
Shal.
Natalie?
Towel.
Good. Ruthie?
Tom.
Carol?
Mom.
Good. Beth?
Sorry, I'm gonna keep losing my place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What letter?
Line E, second to last.
Okay, so Mosh.
Wow. So I have a suggestion, Beth, and anyone
Yeah.
else, anyone else who's having trouble keeping their place, use your finger. Just point to the word
Okay.
as people are
Thank
reading
you.
it.
Thanks.
That should help.
Okay. Thank you.
Last one.
Last one, Denise.
Losh.
Good. All right. Line F, first one, Annie.
Lot.
Good. Second one, line F, Steve.
Mott. Sorry.
Good. Third one, Becky.
Lam.
Fourth one, Rona.
Mom.
Good. Fifth one, Norm.
Lash.
Sixth one, Carol.
Mosh.
Seventh one, Ruthie.
Lob.
Eighth one, Mike.
Mob.
Mob. Good. All right. Line G. So now we've got some here that are 2 letters, some are 3 letters. You didn't read one just now, did you, Natalie?
I did the previous one, but you want me to go on?
Yeah, line G, first one.
Bomb.
Good. Annie, G, second.
So it's ba ma, but I have a question about it because you said that when the mem is at the end of the word, it's got a closed thing.
Yeah.
Does that not apply when there's like a vowel associated with it, or is that a mistake?
You're on the ball.
That only, I don't know if you would have an actual word like this. This is not an actual
Not a
word.
word, right.
But if you were going to have a vowel sound, you would not have you'd never have a vowel under a final mem.
No.
But if you want to, but there is like a word bama, but it has a silent letter after it. I don't think you have a word that looks like that.
That was confusing.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
I'm impressed. You caught that.
Yeah, that was a good question. All right, line G, third one, Rona.
Bala.
Good. Fourth one, Norm.
Baba.
Fifth one, Becky.
Babal.
Good. Sixth one, Steve.
Balal.
Good. Seventh one, Beth.
Ba ma oh la.
Say it again.
Ba is that last letter. Ba ma.
Bamal.
So it's good to think of it as syllables, that you have
Okay.
one syllable that's ba,
Yeah.
and just like and the other one is just like a 2-letter word where it begins and ends with a consonant sound. So you'd have, try it.
Ba mal.
Excellent, that's it.
Okay.
Bamal.
Okay. I've got. Okay.
Bamal.
I got you. Bamal. Okay.
Good. All right, line. So I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you into breakout groups to continue reading in pairs. So everybody has a pretty good grasp here. So what I want you to do is pick up where we left off at line H. When you finish that, turn the page, read what's on page 14. Oh, actually, no.
You have to vowel.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I have to introduce you to the vowel. Look at the bottom of page 13. We have a new vowel, the vowel sound O, and 2 ways to make the vowel sound O. One of them is this sort of like a line with a curved top and the dot on the top. See it?
This is a
No,
vowel.
the dot is the vowel.
No, that's not true.
No?
The whole thing is a vowel.
The whole thing is a vowel?
The whole thing is a vowel. So both of those, you could have it just the dot as the vowel, or you could have the dot and the line as the vowel.
Did you show?
To confuse us.
No, that's fine.
Right? So actually, like, just turn to page 14 now, and we'll see that. All right?
Correct.
So let's just look at line A.
Okay, so that's O.
Right? So let's do a little repeat after me with this, just to get used to it. Okay? So the first thing on line A is bow. Bow.
Bo.
The second
Right?
is O.
Second thing on line A, also bow.
Bow.
Oh,
No.
So the line with the dot is a pure vowel there.
Oh.
Now
What?
you'll find that
Wait, they're not the same?
they make exactly the same sound.
Right. So
Whether or not the line is there, it makes exactly the same sound.
okay.
What is confusing, potentially, we're not really going to get to it yet,
Wow.
is that the line with the vowel could also be a letter and a vowel.
Oh.
But we're not going to deal with that right now.
Thank
We're
you.
not dealing with that. Not yet.
Could you,
At
David,
some
could you
point, we'll
say
deal
the
with that.
second?
Not yet.
Could you say that, the second word again for,
Bow.
bow?
The
Okay.
first two are exactly the
Exactly
same.
the same, bow and bow.
They're
Okay,
bow and bow.
okay.
And the next two are the same too.
Right, what are they?
Mo.
Bow,
Mo.
bow.
They're both mo.
And Toto, Lolo.
And then Toto. And then Lolo.
And then Toto.
And then what's the last two?
It's not an
Show show.
Ro.
Josho.
And the shin with the two
It's,
dots.
it's not ho-ho?
So,
Very
oh,
confusing.
David, the second to last one has two dots.
Yeah, because the shin has a dot.
Ah, so the shin has a dot that has to be there. The dot on the right
Oh,
is part of the shin.
oh, okay. Okay.
Would shin ever be written without a dot?
Yes.
With plain shin?
Well,
Yeah. When they,
It'll
you
be
know,
the
modern Hebrew is typically written without vowels.
Why?
like with the shin still have a dot off the vowel, but for being a shin.
So, and that includes the dot in the shin is usually not written.
Okay.
so,
So if the kids read it without vowels, it's almost like reading the Torah, isn't it?
Show me the difference between the ho and the
Kinda.
so.
You have to like it's not like modern Hebrew is not designed around
Right.
phonetic.
But haven't we had huh too? Yes, we did.
What?
Guys, let's
Sorry.
I'm trying not to mute here since we're a civilized group here. But you know, we'll see. So
Want to change chairs? No.
it's not exactly like reading Torah, but there is something in common that you really need to know the word to read it rather than reading it phonetically. Denise?
There are a lot of words that you would not understand the context, or is it always the context of the sentence where you would get the word because the vowel could be different? I don't know if that question made sense.
That makes sense.
I didn't understand it. Could you try?
So if there's no vowels, are there many words where you could pronounce it two different ways and have two different words?
Yes, you need to figure it out from context.
Okay.
Oh, like in English, R-E-A-D could be read or read, and you would depend on the context to determine what's what.
Yeah, and there are also words in English that are spelled the same and have different meanings,
Depending.
even more different than reading.
It's simple.
Right. Same thing in Hebrew. So so it's more like English in that way, I suppose. So let's start like let's just read a little bit of some of these other ones.
Where are we?
So we're on page 14.
14.
We're on page 14. So let's read a few of line C.
Let's see. Home.
All right. So these, you know, the first one looks like a 3-letter word, but it's really a 2-letter word. These are all 2-letter words.
All
All right. So
Hey, that's tricky.
because of the vowel over the,
You put the vowel after you say the consonant sound?
who would like to read the first word in line C?
I'll do it.
All right.
Foam.
Boom. That's perfect. Excellent.
No.
Who'd like to read the second one?
No.
All right, Steve.
Show-mo.
Not quite.
No.
So, well, I thought the dot was over the
M.
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 No.
No.
So that
It's not.
dot is always after the consonant that it's.
So then it is shom.
No.
No.
Got
So,
it.
yeah, there's only one there.
So it's
Thank you.
The first dot that's on the right of the shin is part of the shin. It's not
Right,
about.
that I knew. So the other dot is actually still part of the shin for show, and then M, shom.
Mhm.
The dot on the right is part of the shin. The dot on the left is the vowel.
Correct. Got it.
oh, no, shom.
Shom. If there was another dot on the other side of the M, it would have been shomo.
So Mo, exactly.
Right, but you can't have a vowel for a final mem. Is the only
Oh.
problem with that.
Oh,
So it would be
well.
the other mem.
So if my Hebrew name is Shlomo, how do you get, you would have to use the O that has the straight line plus the dot,
Show.
Right, so Shlomo is spelled with shin,
right?
lamed,
Right?
the O vowel with the line and the dot, mem, and then another lined vowel with the dot.
Oh,
David?
So it's not a final mem there because you have the vowel. Yes, Norm?
I was going to say, to answer Steve, if you look at page 15, there's a box, and the very last word in the box is shore
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, I was wrong. It's not. It's not. It's just the dot with a hey.
Yeah, they added a hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm, you're not supposed to be reading ahead, Norm.
It's fine to read ahead.
But that was good. That was very helpful. Thank you.
All right, so guys, I'm going to randomly put you. I'm going to put you into breakout groups.
Okay.
So what I'd like you to do is practice reading the stuff on page 14, and practice reading, then skip to page 18 and 19. Numbers 3 and 4. All right. If you finish that, read some of the supplementary material, some of the other pages that we haven't done yet, or chat. All right. So now let's see. Breakout rooms. Let's see.
And don't put us with all the people we don't like, David.
Like everybody.
Don't you like
We like
everybody?
we like everybody.
But do they like you?
All right.
I don't know.
Of course they like you.
Okay. Let's see here. Breakout.
Line E is tricky. You really need to read that sentence above it too.
It's followed by the letter. One dot is used for both the letter and the vowel. The vowel, the line is followed by the letter. Each has its own dot.
My eyes get blurry.
So one dot is used both the letter.
Are we in groups?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're in one big room, Ruthie.
All right.
What's this?
I'm hot. Should go in the other room.
Did you make up those spices? We're just like,
All right. So you're in groups of 2 or 3, and here we go.
1, 2, 3. Join the breakout room.
just touch the word join with your finger.
Join.
that right? Bosch?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, Bosch.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to think that's a high, but it's not.
I know, I think so too.
Um, it's T, so it's T, T, Tosh,
Uh-huh.
That was good. That was a very tricky one.
Tosh.
You have one dot doing double duty there, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
tricky. It's excellent work.
And then Tosh and Losh.
Look, it's still an O.
It's what?
It's still an O, Loesch.
Losh, right? Losh. Okay, got it.
Okay, you want to try page
I don't, David wanted
18?
19, 18 or 18?
18.
Sure.
It's at the bottom of 18.
Goodness, your turn.
Okay. Lol, lol, Loesch.
Nope.
Oh, Losh,
Yeah.
Losh. And then Loesch.
hmm
Okay. Lalosh,
Good.
Lalash,
hmm
Lalosh.
Good.
Okay, here we go. Ball,
No,
uh, uh, B. I'm not getting that then.
so the dot above the lamed, to the right of
Okay,
it
so
is,
it's Balo.
no, it's the vowel between the bet and the lamed is an O. Because
Oh,
the A sound is underneath.
so it would,
There is no ace. The first one in line
Right.
B, there's
yeah,
only one vowel, and it's the O vowel, and it goes with the bet. See it?
so it's bowl,
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ball,
Yep.
um, uh, ba, balalo.
The last one is just the consonant.
Right, so balalo.
That's it.
That's it.
I can
Stop.
never do that last one, David.
I can tell you're getting it though.
Okay, so then it's okay, so it's babal. And that last thing just messed me up.
That's
Bob,
right. You did it perfectly.
babal. Okay, Bob, Bob, Bubble.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, Babal.
Yep.
That's it.
Phew.
You're getting it, Beth. No doubt about it. I'm going to join another group. You guys are doing
Okay.
well.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. All right. I'm gonna.
I see paragraph 3.
Exercise 3, yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. So A, you want me to do A?
yeah,
Lull, lol,
nice.
losh, losh,
Wait,
la.
wait, wait.
Wait a minute.
The
No.
third one, the third one is, say it again. Hello, David.
Oh, wait, it should be la show, I guess. La show? Or I said losh, but maybe it's la show?
I think it's losh, so it's just
Losh.
a regular shin, but you
Okay.
read it as, yeah, losh, okay.
Losh. And then this should be, I'm going to say losh,
Yes,
but you think so?
yes.
Okay. La losh,
Mhm.
la losh,
Nice.
la losh.
Good, good, okay. Line B. Bowl. Bal, Balal. Balal.
Would you say that again?
No, ba.
Exactly.
Bull.
Right,
Babal.
right. Okay. Shall, show,
Malom.
Why is it ma? Molam. The last word that you just did.
Molam.
Right, molam. Is that, would you guys agree that's molam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
Last one.
Ma,
Molam.
isn't that a dot over the M? So it would be my lam?
No, molam.
Molam.
It's a, right, molam.
Okay.
Are you visiting, David?
Where?
We can't hear you.
Oh, David,
can't
David, unmute. Unmute, David. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just
So-
visiting to see how you're doing. Carry on.
Well,
We have questions.
we actually had a question or
Where?
two. So could you go to page 18,
Mm-hmm.
row A?
Yeah.
So if you could read the third and fourth words for us.
Third word, lush. The only vowel is the under the
Right.
line.
And the fourth?
Fourth, losh.
Losh. So we
Because the
we
dot-
worked it out, but we were having some issues with that
Yeah.
one.
So that's a tricky thing, that when you have a letter and a shin with the dot, and there does not appear to be any other vowel, the dot of the shin is the O vowel.
Okay. And then in row C,
Mhm.
the second word from the end.
That's correct. Who
Okay,
said that?
so it is sholam,
Sholem.
but that is not shalom.
No.
Okay,
If
thank
the-
you. You have helped. You have cleared up. Natalie and Mike, was that the three that we had questions?
Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. Good.
You came at just the right time because we were just getting to row E there.
Huh. Good. All right, so sounds like you guys are on a good track. Carry on, and I'll go to another room, see if they have any questions.
Thank you for visiting.
All right.
Malom. Mol. Molam.
I think you got it. Uh-oh, David's here. Shh.
Hey,
Or Shah, whichever you prefer.
you guys have any questions about anything?
Yes,
We figured
David.
it out, I think.
On
When there's two
page-
vowels, we figured that one
Just
out.
confirm a word pronunciation for us, please.
Sure.
On page 18, row A, the next to last word. We think it's
What do you think it is?
lalash.
That's correct.
What about the word next to it?
It was a good guess,
Before
Roman.
or after?
The word after?
She's Hebrew.
Well, they're the same, actually, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
So you
both
cannot have two
No, they're
vowels?
not the same. The
No?
next to last and the last are not the same. One's lalash and one's lalosh.
No, they're both la loche.
No, then
No, no.
we said it right.
No, the third to last and the last is what I meant.
Oh, we were doing, okay. Our
Okay,
question
okay, yeah,
centered
yeah,
on
yeah.
the next to last.
You
Yeah.
can't have two vowels in the same consonant, obviously.
Where are you talking about?
I'm thinking with the shin.
All right, the
Kind of-
next to
where-
last
where
word.
we had
The
that
next to
problem.
last word on row A. The second lamed has, the question was, the second
There it
lamed
is, yeah.
has its own vowel. And that dot next to it, to the left, that to me controls the shin rather than sin. So it would be lalash.
Correct.
Okay, we got that. Yeah. Okay.
So the only tricky part of this, or the most tricky part, is, for example, like in that same line, the fourth word.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The fourth word. So where you have a shin in a letter before it, and there doesn't appear to be any vowel,
Then it's
then the dot from the shin functions as the O vowel.
it's double purpose then.
It's double purpose.
That's
Otherwise, you'd
interesting.
have two dots and it would be a mess, right?
No.
Be a twister.
Okay, we got that. Thank you.
Good.
Okay, where were we? I don't even know.
Okay.
You were reading.
So go back. I'm
you
going
were
to
gonna read
probably
line
be
E.
ending this, ending the breakout pretty soon. So good work, and I'll see you back in the main meeting.
David, you're muted.
Feel free to unmute yourselves. So welcome back, everyone. Does anyone have any questions on the work that you just did that I didn't answer in your breakout groups?
I do. I have a question.
Okay, Rose.
On page 18, on line F, the dot before the final mem,
Which word are we talking about?
on line F,
Line F, which word?
word. So is the dot
The
always?
last word.
Oh,
The
the
last
last
word,
word.
David, on that row.
The last word of line F. What's the
Here.
question, Rona?
Is the dot is always before the consonant?
No, the dot the dot that makes the O sound is always after the consonant that it's adding the vowel to.
So that word is that shom?
Shom.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought that was Shemo. Okay.
No, that's shom.
Okay, thank you.
Shom.
Good one, Rona.
So it's
Good.
always always after. It would have been at the end then if it was shemo.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Beth,
So
did
I
you
have a
have
question.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
who said they have a question?
I do. Carla and I have a question. So on 4B, the fifth word,
B?
What page?
on page 18,
Line
4B,
E.
the
Oh,
fifth
four.
word.
The bottom
Four
line.
big, oh, got it, got it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
So I think that's show.
Correct.
And is it because in
This-
part you always have to have like, you can't have a consonant that doesn't have a vowel with it? Is that true?
It's almost true. Each consonant needs to have a vowel unless it's the last letter of the word.
So that's how you know that that shin, that dot on the shin is actually also not just telling you that it's a shin, which always has a dot there, but that it's also got that vowel.
Correct.
The mem before it doesn't have, it starts the word and it don't have no vowel.
Right. Every
Don't have no?
every letter needs to have a vowel except the last letter of the word. Even if there is a vowel that is sometimes silent. And that, like, if you want, if the word is pronounced without that letter having a vowel sound, you have to have the silent vowel sound.
When I'm sorry, now I'm confused. So if you look at the Bet, right?
Where are we? What page? I mean, page 18.
I'm just asking just period because Annie's question is about the dot in the middle.
Right. So like line F, the last word, say, right?
Oh, line F, the last word. Okay, okay.
Shom.
Yep. So So that one, you have that dot. That's before the shin. That's part of the
Right.
shin. The dot after the shin, that's the vowel O,
Okay, that I get. Okay.
right?
Okay.
So how do you?
Maybe I just didn't understand Annie's question, but okay, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Any other questions?
So on line B, the next to the last, again, is Mosho.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me give you your homework, folks.
Yay.
So your homework is to practice reading. I'll give you in order of priority. If you have time for nothing else, practice the reading on pages 18 and 19. If you have more time than that, I would suggest you just review the whole chapter and do the reading earlier and read the supplementary parts that that we didn't get to, and bring your questions.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
How do you say,
Actually,
how do you
like,
say thank you in Hebrew?
Todah.
Wait, say it again, Toda.
Todah.
Todah.
So before you go, actually, let's talk a little bit about one of these supplementary things, about this root. Go to page 15. So on page 15, we've got the root shin lamed mem. And because the mem is the last letter of the root that you're using, the final mem form. And that's the root that the word shalom comes from, which is peace. But as a root, it means more than peace, like the absence of war. It also has several other interesting meanings, meaning completion, wholeness, completeness. And there are a whole bunch of forms of this root that, for example, when someone's sick, we say, I wish you a refuah, which means healing, shalema, complete. It's not like a peaceful healing. It's a complete, full healing. Right? You can see that's in there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a bunch of other words, shalom, actually like lishlom, to be completed, to be finished. The shalem, to pay, to complete, to discharge a commitment. And mushlam, perfect, fulfilled. Shlemut.
You haven't gotten there yet.
Shlemut. So that's completeness, wholeness, perfection. And finally that name, Steve's name, Shlomo, which is from this root shalom, and it has all of those connotations of peace, of completeness, of fulfillment, of wholeness. So good name there, Steve.
Now, my parents told me that my name, Shlomo David, was after King David and King Solomon, and I had a lot to live up to. And
No
it was
pressure.
a lot of pressure the first 4 or 5 years.
Steve, I just split it right down the middle.
Right, I knew Norm, I knew you were going to say that. That was perfect. That was very good.
All right. So have a great week, everyone.
Thank you. You too.
Thank
Todah.
you.
Todah.
Bye.
Vakasha. That's your welcome.
So
Bye, everyone. It was
Have a
great.
good
Thank
week,
you.
everyone. Thank
Bye.
you.
Everybody stay safe and well.
Stay
You too.
safe.
Thank
and
you.
well. Absolutely.
Bye.
So Ruth, can I talk to Ruth for a minute?
Sure.
Okay. Is she still here? I don't know.
No, Ruth Albert, she's there,
Yeah.
but she muted herself.
Oh, okay.
Unmute yourself.
Oh, unmute
I'm
myself.
talking to you and I was muted. I can set up a Zoom meeting for us for Tuesday, 11 o'clock. Would you be able to do that if I send you a message?
Yes, you have my email?
I won't do an email. I don't know if I have, because I will, yes, you're right. I'll send the notice by email and you click, okay? 11 o'clock on Tuesday?
Tuesday at 11.
Let me check, wait 1 second while I check my calendar too, because I'm almost sure Because that's what I was gonna meet before.
Is that
Oh,
okay?
except, yeah, that'll be okay.
Is that good with Norm too?
Yeah.
or-
No, Norm's not gonna have anything to do with it.
Oh, he's not? Oh, I thought he was gonna be.
Norm's gonna be with, Teresa.
Oh,
So there's
thank
only
you.
two.
Bad, I'm taking you away from them.
What?
You don't mind being separated from them? I feel
No,
bad.
no, it's supposed to be two anyway, so it's better. So I will send you, what's your email?
It's my name, Ronda
RONA
SLOT
SLOT
NICK
NICK
at yahoo.com.
at yahoo dot what? Dot
Com.
what? Com. I'm gonna send you an email right now, and would you just send me an email back so we're in each other's system?
Sounds good. I'll do that.
Okay, now I will send you maybe even now. Pretty soon I'll send you an invitation. Hold on to that link, and I'll send it again to you when the time gets closer.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay.
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna send you an email. Hi, you can send it back to me, and I'll set up. Okay.
Okay, so your email will be on there. You take care and be well.
Yeah. Bye bye. Hope you don't mind having me as a partner.
I'm very excited. Thank you
Okay,
very
me
much.
too. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
While I'm talking